This is the motivation.
Welcome to this week's episode of JJC2C, the podcast that talks about what's important on and off the mat. We got another banger for y'all, but we also have a special guest joining us from back in the day, the brother from another mother, Hawaiian Punches, Cristian Santiago. What's up, bro? How you been?
Been good. How about you guys? What's going on?
We've been good. Fonzo, how you doing?
Good, man. It's been a good week. Got some good fights yesterday. Yeah, so we want to talk about those. I mean, the card in general was all right, but it was some good fights we want to talk about later on, and then just what's coming up ahead, man. So doing pretty good. How about you, Frank?
I've been doing good, man. Before we jump into this bad boy, I want to wish all the mamas out there Feliz Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Thank you for. Without the mamas, there would be no Fonzo, no Frank, no
punch.
No, nothing. That's right. So thank you. Shout out to all the powerful moms out there that created everybody in this world. So thank you. All right. Well, before we jump in, dude, Cristian, what's new with you, my brother?
What's new? I just moved up to Whitewater. I moved to the higher desert probably like less than a year ago. So I got a new house up here. Sold my house in Indio, upgraded to a 6-bedroom house up here. So
nice.
Now, dude.
Congrats.
I appreciate it. It's humbling.
Yeah, and you've been hitting that the jiu-jitsu scene a lot more, right? I see you training
a lot more grappling nowadays.
More grappling. Sure. Yeah, how's that going?
It's going good. I just got my purple belt actually last year. I feel like I got it yesterday, but I haven't competed. I haven't competed as a purple belt yet, so I still feel like I'm like a blue belt in the blue belt stages,
That's good, man. Fucking congratulations. That's a big move up, man. That's good.
Yeah, that is. I almost feel like purple is the belt that puts like the hobbyists or like the part-timers away from like, hey, once you get to that level, man, full speed ahead, bro. You're on your path to black belt already. You know what I mean? So congratulations, dude. Yeah. I know you feel like a blue, but the blues definitely know you're not a blue.
I try not to be, but I feel like more of a legit blue belt than like a purple belt, I guess you could say. But I'm sure once I compete at that level, I'll get more comfortable and I'll feel more confident,
Yeah, you'll grow into it, bro. So are you eyeballing any tournaments right now or what?
Yeah.
Right now, there's really my scopes aren't really on any tournaments in particular. I wanted to hit the little Naga chain that passed, SoCal, but I missed it. I wasn't ready. So hopefully, we can get back for another fight. At Toyota Arena, King of the Cage in August.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's what we're looking towards. I got 12 weeks, so plenty of time to prepare.
That's what's up. Have they mentioned an opponent name maybe yet or nothing yet?
No opponent yet. I haven't signed any contracts, so right now it's just get in shape. I might be on a standby list. We'll see. So if somebody pulls out, they might throw me in, but that's the goal, man. I love fighting at Toyota Arena. They kind of spoil us over there. It's a big arena, so the vibes are awesome there. I love it.
Oh, that's what's up. That's awesome, man. So what date was that we're looking at? You said
I
August?
August 6th, but I'm not 100% locked in yet.
Okay, so that's a Sunday. Oh, that's on the weekend.
I believe so, yeah.
That's what's up. So you just mentioned you just moved to a new location. Did you have to switch gyms or anything like that? Or you traveled?
For a while, I was up there at Carlson Gracie, in Riverside, but the drive out there was it was like 45 minutes a day, just to go train.
Yeah.
So I started going back home to CV over there at Coachella Valley Judo, and then probably going to reach out this week to go check out Hurricanes and then with Toro at Altenio Fight Club.
Oh, yeah. That's always a good time.
I need to get back with Toro, man. He's the guy right now in the Valley.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely.
Our old training partner Luis just had his first amateur fight. He won via guillotine choke, man. Did you see that?
It was like 12 seconds, dude. Went over the top.
Yeah, it was quick. Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah, that was slick.
I loved it.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Good stuff, man.
He's been working hard, that guy.
Yeah.
He deserved it.
Yeah, that whole team over there looks like they're doing really good. So
that's where I'm going, man. That's gonna be my next stop for sure.
It just looks like a crazy mad scientist fight lab over there. Toro's the mad scientist.
He is
moving all the pieces together, and everyone's just like, dude. I mean, you go to their social media and you just see all their fights, and they're all putting in work, man. They're all getting so much better. You can see they're listening to him. You can see they're growing their game. It's just
They have,
exciting
like,
to
a
watch,
rhythm
man.
going that they're building.
Yeah. And they're all like, they're not just barely winning, bro. They're like blowing everyone out the water. They're just getting finishes left and right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see more of them for sure.
Definitely.
That's good stuff, man.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's
All
exciting news, brother. So yeah, we'll have to keep a close eye on you as the day gets closer to August. Hopefully it materializes for you. We're making sure that it does because we want to see you back in action, bro.
Heck yeah. Cristian, you were mentioning earlier that you also wanted to do some jiu-jitsu tournaments maybe after your fight. Are you thinking gi or no gi, bro?
I'd like the gi. I'm really comfortable in the gi, but I know for MMA I got to get really comfortable with the no gi.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. All right. Well, gentlemen, you ready to get in this week's combat news?
Let's go.
Let's do this. I'm glad we got Cristian on. We got a real fighter talking fight news with us. Let's go. We're going to start by talking a little jiu-jitsu. I'm not sure if you knew this, Cristian, but on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, 3 more sleeps. We got Who's Number One on May 18th. They got a fight card put together. And let's take a peek at it real quick here. So here's the card, the full card. Main event, Nicholas Meregali, Pedro Marinho. That's going to be the only gi match, I believe, on the entire card. Co-main event, Rafael Lovato Jr. taking on Elder Cruz. Alex Enriquez taking on Amanda Alequin. Izaak Michell taking on Jacob Couch. Dante Leon taking on Ruan Ravarenga. William Tackett taking on Francisco Lowe. They haven't mentioned any prelim matchups yet, but I'm sure as the matchups get closer, we'll probably hear something. Cristian, what are you interested in any of these matches here, my man? And if so, which one?
Not in particular. I think they're all going to be good matchups.
I think so too, man.
So it should be pretty interesting.
Anything with Nicholas Meregali on it and Dante Leon, dude, it's going to be guaranteed fireworks. And we're going to get to see both. We're going to get to see some no-gi magicians at work, as well as probably a master class in gi. One of the hottest, maybe the best competitor in the gi right now that we haven't seen anyone like this in such a long time. And I'm talking about Nicholas Meregali. Like, anyone that steps on the mat with him, you're already down. You got a 95% chance of getting submitted without even knowing who you are, bro. I'm just that confident in his game. I can't wait to see. Like I mentioned, this is going to be like the unstoppable. What do they say about the Juggernaut? What's his saying?
Oh, he's unstoppable.
The immovable object what's that?
The unstoppable Juggernaut meets the immovable object. That's Juggernaut versus the Blob.
All right, so that's basically going to be this, dude, because Pedro Marinho is like a brick. He always he's got a kind of slow game. He doesn't really dictate too much. He doesn't expend a lot of energy. He doesn't let his opponent use their game. So this is going to be like a master class in that, because this is going to be his all-time test. Can his game withstand the game of Nicholas Meregali? And all my money is riding on Meregali, dude.
Oh, same,
I'm taking Meregali all day.
He's got a good he's a good leg technician,
Dude, he's got it all. And then he joined the Dan crew, you know what I mean, with Gordon and all those boys, and then they broke up, and then he stuck around with I believe Craig Jones, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, I think he did stay with Danaher for a little while longer. But yeah, man.
Out there right now.
Oh, no way. That's what's up.
Yep.
You better watch out with that.
He's training at CV. He's up there now. Joe Nutson, he's out there training with Danaher, I believe.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
That's one of the best to be training with for sure, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Co-main event, Rafael Lovato versus Elder Cruz. This is like old school versus new school. I like the matchup. I like Elder jumping into the deep end, but I just feel like Lovato's going to have too much old man strength, too much jiu-jitsu IQ for Elder, and he's just going to be laying traps. And once this hits the mat, I think it's going to be Rafael all day long.
It's going to be a good match for sure.
Yeah.
I think all these matchups right here are on point.
For sure, dude. I'm looking forward to each of these, but like Izaak Michell, Jacob Couch, dude. I know Izaak just left B team. He had a little falling out with Craig Jones in the crew, so I'm not sure where he's at. So I'm wondering how hard he's been training, where he's been at, and how have things been working out. Because Jacob Couch's a savage, dude. He's just gonna be coming out.
I had to look him up real quick to know who he is. The Hillbilly Hammer.
Hillbilly Hammer. He's part of that Daisy
Monster,
Fresh crew. Yeah, he might be like one of the top 2 or 3 guys in that whole camp over there, and they're just hammering each other every single day. So he's gonna bring it for sure. Dante Leon, one of my all-time favorite jiu-jiteros, man, because he's got the takedown game. You're very rarely gonna see him pulling guard, and then if he does, he's gonna be working for a quick leg lock or try to get up underneath you to sweep his opponent. Ruan Valvarenga is an awesome Marcelo Garcia black belt, ADCC experience, dude. This is going to be a really fire matchup. Unfortunately, Ruan, I think, is going to be a little bit undersized. So you know what I always say, Fonzo, when someone's equal in skill, but they got that size, I think that size is going to come into play here, and it's going to dictate a little bit of the match, and it's going to make it a little bit harder for Ruan, but it's still gonna be a good matchup. And hey, anything can happen, dude. Anything can happen. I think this is gonna be the opening matchup of the main card. William Tackett taking on Francisco Lowe. I'm not too familiar with Francisco Lowe, but William Tackett is a bad dude, man. He's been on a tear since ADCC trials. I know he was ripping it up at the Combat Jiu-Jitsu tournament in Mexico not too long ago. Him and his little bro. So, dude, they've just been pushing each other. They're part of that whole Level X Black team.
Dude, that Combat Jiu-Jitsu is on another level, though.
Hey, it's insane, dude. Would you ever think about doing that?
Possibly, yeah, because I feel like for me, like, I feel like the strikes open up a lot of, like, submissions.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I feel like
For a
those
guy
strikes,
like me that likes to punch, I can kind of, like, I feel like it plays in my advantage, like, when it comes to, like, MMA Jiu-Jitsu. So I wouldn't mind trying, the open palm strikes, and I think
you should drop your name in the hat. Yeah, I think you would do really good in it, man. Because just like you said, like your mind is already thinking, like, hey, these strikes, I'm gonna use these strikes to not KO my opponent. But I'm gonna use these strikes to soften him up, to show me which way am I gonna go? Am I gonna go for a leg? Am I gonna go for your neck? Am I gonna go for your arm? That's you
can use it to kind of like expose your guy, if most guys when you start like kind of peppering on their heads, like they kind of bring their hands up, so I feel like that's opportunity to snag an arm. A lot of these guys will turtle up, take their back, why not, when you start striking, and
for sure.
Most definitely.
It'll be fun, man. I would love to try for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. We'll get you can practice with Alfonso.
He has, fool.
Cachetada jiu-jitsu time. Alfonso sees the schedule, says cachetada jiu-jitsu. He's like, got a dentist appointment that day, bro.
Yeah. Gotta get my
going to the dentist in Tijuana. Sorry. All right, a little more jiu-jitsu news, dude. This announcement, this was dropped earlier in the week.
This on the UFC Fight Card Pass.
Yeah, dude, this is cool. UFC still, even though ADCC pulled out, they're going back to flow grappling, but it looks like Fight Pass is still sticking with the little jiu-jitsu. They just announced their Fight Pass Invitational Part 4. Part 4, bro. Main event gonna be Felipe Pena taking on the best silver medalist in the world, Craig Jones.
That's gonna be a match right there.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a fun, exciting match. And it's kind of crazy because I want to say Craig Jones was part of that Super Friends camp helping Felipe Pena get ready for Gordon Ryan not that long ago. So Craig's got some insight into where they both have seen each other. So they both are going to be really familiar with
it's absolute. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Another matchup that was announced was a UFC fighter matchup, and it's going to be Glover Teixeira taking on Anthony Smith. Jiu-jitsu only match. So that should be cool. It's a rematch of their in-cage fight where Glover just put it on Anthony.
When is this happening?
This is June 29th. I'm a liar. It's June 29th.
Do you think Anthony Smith is going to be ready after that whoop ass he took to his fucking leg?
We'll talk about that later. We'll see if he passes the physicals. You know what I mean? Because he's got what's today, the 14th? He's got like 6 weeks to get ready, maybe.
That's not bad.
I don't know.
So maybe he can find Michael Jackson's hyperbaric trainer. Oh, he might not be. He might not be.
He's not training.
He could drill.
All right.
Flow rolls, bro. Flow rolls.
It's gonna be a
Don't go
badass
crazy.
card though, right there.
It should be
Yeah.
fun, dude, because they're also having a what is this? A 6-man, 8-man tournament?
Yeah,
8-man,
25,000 yards.
25K tournament, dude. Did you see who's in it?
I seen it yesterday when I was watching the fights for UFC.
Dude, Big Dan Manasau. That's the freaking dude who breaks people's legs like little baseball bats.
Shit.
Dude, that's crazy.
He's
I'm
like
scared
Gordon
of that.
Ryan's big little brother. Haisam Rita's gonna be in this bad boy. Wagner, let me get my steroids. Rocha, dude, it's gonna be a good, entertaining card to watch. So I'm looking forward to it.
Same.
What do you guys think about UFC fighters putting on super fights like Glover and Anthony Smith? You think this is cool or not?
I think it is because I feel like a lot of people know, like, you know, a lot of people are UFC fans. So when they see him like kind of like in a whole nother, kind of like a whole nother game, I feel like it brings in more watchers.
Yeah, it brings in new eyes, right? What do you think, Fonzo?
Yeah, I mean, and the cool thing is, you know, you hear sometimes on the UFC like commentators and stuff like that, or like on press conferences, how good people's or fighters' ground games are, but you don't really see it in action in the octagon. You know what I mean? Because they're striking most often. Like
Too busy
these
getting
two
punched
guys,
in the face.
yeah, and sometimes you kind of do want to see what their skills are on the ground. So this is kind of the perfect opportunity for you to watch that. So I definitely am more interested in watching this. You know, once I see it.
For sure.
That was kind of like that tournament I did in Vegas. Like there was a lot of MMA fighters there, you know, for the high rollers. Right. A lot of MMA fighters out there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for both. You know what I mean? Because they're expanding their game. You know what I mean? Trying something that they're not experts in. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Yeah. But like you said, it brings in the MMA audience, and they're like, "Oh shit, this is actually pretty cool." Yeah. So maybe some of them stick around. Maybe some of them actually turn into jiu-jiteros. Who knows?
Oh, I would. You know, like if I had to retire, you know, I'll go straight to grappling for sure.
Yeah. A lot of guys end up doing that, and that's perfect. You know what I mean? Because you still got that competitive spirit, but you just don't got to get your face smashed in it.
Yeah, you don't have to get beat up. So
yeah, not as much because you still get kind of beat up sometimes, but not as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, we're gonna switch gears because you know we like to mess around a little bit on here. We like to have fun. So this is combat with entertainment, and I came across this clip, and actually I found a longer clip, and I want to share this with everybody. So this is our boy Khabib talking movies. I'm sure you've seen this clip before, but let's just watch it, have some fun here. Khabib.
Hi guys, I'm Habib. I'm here to talk to the child. I'm going to the guest to place romantic company. Comedies.
Romantic comedies with Khabib.
Movie, what is this shit?
This is this movie about Dirty Harry. I didn't get
Dirty
Harry. This movie about love. Actually, I don't like watch movie about love. Too much movie make your heart.
Make you soft. I like it. Dude's an animal.
This movie about never been kissed. This shit, no. But
I don't believe in this.
Why nobody kiss her?
I don't understand why nobody kissed her. That's funny, man. That's hilarious. You could tell he was out of his comfort zone right there.
Oh yeah, dude. He's like, what a waste of time. Like, I'm Khabib, bro. I train.
I don't believe in love.
Training sessions today. You call me out for this crap?
Yeah.
You call me out for some Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Ooh,
dude,
that would be like when you told your dad you want to do stand-up comedy.
What?
Oh, that sucks.
Bro, look at the back. It looks like he's probably in the gym on the mats. Now imagine he's done with that.
In the back or something.
Yeah, he goes right back to training, and you're the first guy he's got to go up against. How pissed off is he?
Yeah. Nope. I ain't asking him those questions.
That's gonna suck for you, bro. All right, let's switch gears. Let's get into real MMA news. So last week was what? UFC 288. Co-main event, Gilbert Durihno taking on Bilal Muhammad, and it did not go well. It was pretty much a unanimous decision victory for Bilal, 50-45 across the boards. And as the week went on, we come to find out, Fonzo, you dropped this news to me, man. What happened? What'd they say?
He had a whole host. Oh, Durihno had a whole host of freaking injuries, man, all revolving around his shoulder, his left shoulder, I believe, um, and his neck. Looking at a sprained neck on his vertebrae, or something like that.
Yeah, C4, C5 sprain.
Yeah, and like he was just not healthy, dude. And it made sense because I remember after the fights, when you, myself, and Ant were talking, you guys were mentioning that he wasn't throwing that left.
I think that was cousin Ant that noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it when I was watching the fight. I didn't notice any of that, but now it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And you know what, dude? I'm wondering if he was this banged up, why didn't he just pull out?
Dude, we've heard it before, man.
Right?
Like,
yeah, it's kind of messed up, man, because the game will just pass you by, I guess.
Yeah, that. And then remember this card. How many?
Oh,
changes?
That's right. Yeah, it did have a bunch, dude. It had a bunch of changes.
Yeah, so I bet there was like so much pressure on them not to pull out of the fight.
I'm sure the price is right too for him, definitely.
Yeah, you're right, man. I seen his house. He's got a nice ass house, bro. Yeah. So check this out. This was a statement that was posted, I think, on MMA Junkie. This is a quote from Gilbert. He said, "I have an AC joint torn, but it's the 2nd to 3rd grade." Burns said, "I have the dilatatory torn on the trap. I have a muscle torn, and I have a sprain on my C4 and C5 on my neck. But all to those are partial, nothing major. Thank God I don't need no surgery. I'm taking a strong inflammatory, but I've been sleeping most of the time. As of right now, it doesn't hurt because I'm taking so much medicine. The good news is I don't need surgery. It's going to be between 2 to 3 months recovery. I've got to do a lot of rest the first 3 weeks. I don't even think I have PT. I'm just going to get a brace for my arm. The good thing was all partial." So, dude, he was a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he was hurt
in that fight. I don't think. Oh,
yeah,
no.
man, that sounds bad, dude. It almost sounds like it could have been some permanent damage done or even worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If he sprained his neck, dude, that means his neck's all, like, you know what I mean? Imagine what if he would have got caught in a triangle or a bad takedown, dude. You know what I mean? That's not safe.
It's hard to bounce back from those types of injuries.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how big of a difference do you think it would have made if he was healthy? Like, do you think he would have beat Bilal based on what you saw?
I think he would have went the distance personally.
Yeah,
for sure. I think it would have.
It for sure would have been a little more competitive. No,
absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah. No matter what, dude. At the end of the day, he ended up stepping into the cage. Bilal takes the win. He did what he had to do. You know, so now he's moving on, and hopefully he gets a title shot soon. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit. So I don't want to say too much more. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Whatever, Biden. You don't know me. Speaking of dumb son of a bitch, how about this, bro? Did you guys hear this news? This trash. This, I don't know, Dana spewing out these days, but according to Dana, he said that Power Slap has more social media pull than like all the leagues combined. Did you guys hear this?
I heard something about it, kind of, but I don't know too much detail about that.
Christian, let me ask you as a fighter, how do you feel about Power Slap?
I don't know. I think I need to find out more about it.
Oh, really? You don't know it? Like you haven't watched anything about it, or
I haven't. I don't know too much about it.
Good for you.
That's a good thing then, right?
Yeah, it is, dude.
Right,
It is.
cool.
I almost like I don't think it does any I feel like what Dana is trying to do is use UFC and MMA to pull eyes to Power Slap, like the way High Rollers is doing with MMA, but they're doing it like in a negative way because I feel like Power Slap is just like an exploitation of dumb people. Because there's no.
All you're doing is taking a fucking slap to the face. There's no defense. There's no strategy.
It's a slap contest.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, Power Slap. It's like an app or something. Like,
no.
Yeah, dude, that Power Slap. Holy shit, dude, that's insane, bro. Dude, that stuff is crazy.
Yeah, dude, they barely get paid, maybe a couple thousand per match, you know, and they're taking a full-on power shot each and every time.
That's crazy.
So you're
just insane, bro. These guys are a little crazy, I think.
For reals, dude. They're
I was
coming,
watching,
you know.
I was watching this one video breakdown on YouTube, right? Because there's a YouTuber was doing a breakdown of a power slap like match, I guess you want to call it. What the fuck do you call it? You know what I mean?
A meeting.
Hey,
A meeting of two people.
dude's
different
face,
ideas.
Dude's face swole up. It was like, okay, his face was like think my face right now, right? Like this. It was like this by the end, fool. Like his face was like out here.
Oh my god. Hey, you guys.
Exactly. That's exactly what he looked like. Like the dude from the
Goonies,
Goonies, fool. Yeah, just
So,
like that.
It may have been a coincidence, but Dana announced that they're dropping their second pay-per-view pretty soon. So he's just trying to strum up advertising, trying to strum up eyes. But I pulled this off of yardbarker.com if you want to go check out the full article. But here's some of the highlights. So here's his first pendejada. Not only is it unbelievable money-wise, it's been unbelievable as far as social media goes. White said via MMA Fighting. We're number one in all sports. And I say all the sports. If you take the NFL, NBA, NHL, F1, WWE, and added them all together, their numbers don't compare to slap, yo.
Dude, that's crazy. How is
We'll
that?
check. He might be stretching the truth a little bit. So let Yard Barker, I guess, did a little bit of research for us. So it says, while Power Slap's popularity has increased after a turbulent debut earlier this year, White's claims are simply difficult to believe. The league has a combined 4.143 million followers across all four major social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. For comparison, the NBA has 182.8 million combined followers. WWE has 106.4 million followers. The NFL has 88.8 million followers. MLB has 34.5 million followers. And the NHL has 19.8 million followers. Dana might not be telling the truth on this one, guys. So it also goes on to say that the most popular tweet from Power Slap's official Twitter account over the last 2 months reached an audience of 680,100 people with 1,400 likes and under 350 retweets. So that's not bad for regular people, I guess, for something that's going to go viral, but not if you're like a top 10 sports league. It says the NBA and NFL had multiple tweets reach audiences of over 1 million on Monday alone. Dude, it's not even football season. NFL's still getting 1 million hits. So, yeah, he's crazy, dude. He's crazy.
I wonder why he's trying so hard to make it happen, though.
Because his name is on it, dude. He's got to produce a product that sells. Otherwise, he's going to come out on the wrong end. You know, he's going to have to admit he was wrong. Yeah.
I'm gonna quit fighting and call Power Slapper, I think. Shit, I'm sure the money's better there too.
Shit.
Christian, you won't even know how much money you're making after the second match, bro.
I know you're gonna lose half your brain cells.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We won't allow that to happen. We cannot.
Oh no.
All right. So earlier this week, I was listening to the Ariel Helwani podcast, and Alfonso's favorite coach in MMA, Henry Cejudo's main coach, captain. I don't know why he calls himself captain, but I'll play along. Captain Erich Albarracin told a very interesting story. So you guys know about the beef between Henry and Brandon Moreno?
Yeah. No, I haven't heard about it.
Oh, dude. So there's beef. Like, they used to be really good friends. They used to be training partners. I believe. I
think I heard they lived together or something.
Yeah, Brandon was staying at Henry's house for a while when he was coming up, and you know, they kind of just parted ways after a while. So Erich went on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani and broke it down, dude. Told the whole story.
Oh man.
So turns out
are they gonna fight?
Well, that they could be, dude, because they got a story now. And you know, UFC loves stories.
That's what people want to watch, right?
Yeah, so I kind of feel like Erich came out here to kind of just like set the table for the UFC and be like, he was like, UFC, look at this delicious dinner that I laid out for you guys. Come pick it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So apparently what ended up
isn't Henry a little too small for
Moreno.
125? Well, he used to fight 125. So who knows?
Sure they could get a catch weight going
for sure, right? Yeah. Or maybe Brandon comes up.
Yeah, get a catch weight for sure.
Who knows? But apparently this story goes back to Ultimate Fighter season 24. And season 24, if you guys remember, was the
I think
season
Moreno
where
was in there. He was one of the competitors. Huh?
he was one of the last guys that made it onto this show because they were picking only champs from other organizations. And when they announced this, I guess Brandon wasn't a champ yet. So Erich and Henry pulled some strings and they got him to fight for a title on some small organization. Brandon won, and then he got invited to the show. And before they all got to the show, the UFC ranked the fighters from 1 through 16. So only the UFC knew these rankings, right? And so the day of the first episode comes out, and the coaches are picking teams. And the way they pick teams is, all right, Cristian, you get the first pick. Fonzo, you get the next pick. So here's how it's going to go. Cristian, you make your pick. Cristian says, oh, I want fighter number whatever. He says the guy's name. Oh, Alex is fighter number 5. That corresponds to fighter number 10. So Fonzo, you get fighter 10. Now you get to pick the next pick.
So it goes off of their pick, huh? Basically.
It goes off of their pick. They get the opposite. So if you get the worst pick, guess who they get?
They get the best pick.
They get the best pick. So the UFC, I mean, dude, this is evil genius by the UFC. Because they did a favor. They did a favor to Henry and Erich by allowing Brandon to be on the show. So what does the UFC think they're going to do? Oh, they're going to pick their boy. They're going to pick their boy number 1. But you know what? That's fucked up. That's not helping us. It's not helping the UFC brand. So
I don't think so.
They did something. They didn't do this with the rankings, but they waited, right? And this is what ended up happening. Erich and Henry are debating on who are they going to pick first. Henry's like, hey, I'm going with my boy. I got to go with Brandon. Erich is like, nah, bro, this is business. Nobody knows Brandon. Nobody's going to pick him. So we can get him later. Let's get the best guy here. So they pick who they thought was the best guy. And it ended up being Alex Pantoja. Well, Alex Pantoja was ranked number 1, guys. Shit. And Brandon was ranked number 16. So he instantly went to Joseph Benavidez' team. And apparently that's where
the beef started.
That's where the beef started, dude.
Man. Sounds like a mess.
Yeah, dude. So sounds like they should have just had a few modelos and talked it out over some tacos or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to want to fight your homie, but hey, it's a story. It's a story.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
I'd watch it.
Oh, for sure, dude. I watch all the countdown. I'd watch the lead up to it. You know what I mean? There would be some excellent Twitter beef, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely.
You know, Henry Cringe Cejudo.
The cringe master.
For sure, right? Hey, more Bilal Muhammad news. After the last week's fight, Colby came out, said something dumb again, but basically he said that Bilal wasted his time fighting Gilbert, and nothing's going to happen because, hey, I'm going to fight for the title. They already pushed it back, so we're not going to be fighting anytime soon. So that means you're going to have to wait even longer. So you should take another fight because you suck and no one's watching you, basically.
So he's got to get another win, huh?
That's what Colby's saying. So
Colby hasn't fought in over like 2 years, huh?
Yeah, dude. So check this out. This is what Colby says. Colby says, I know they're pushing the fight back. I don't know. They're looking for August, September. They don't have anything locked in yet. You know how I stay. I'm ready. If it's tomorrow, I'll be ready. However, it's a long time. It's just a formality. Everybody knows Leon's nothing more than a placeholder. And his name is Low IQ Edwards because, guys, I want you guys to do some research on him. What is his education? Whatever. He did go on to say that Bilal's going to have to take another fight. And what is he going to do? Sit out until then? So what do you guys think? I'm with Cristian, dude. I'm like, dude, who has this guy fought?
He hasn't fought in a while.
He's
just been making posts on Instagram, huh? About
I think his last fight was against Jorge, no?
Let me look it up right now.
Yeah, look it up real quick, Fonzo, if you can.
It's been so long,
I mean, it's been so long. He has not fought anybody. And check out the rankings. The rankings just got released earlier this week. The new welterweight rankings, right? So Gilbert and Bilal look like they might have switched spots a little bit. Bilal moved up 1 spot, dude. He moved up 1 spot, and now he's behind Colby and Kamaru.
Yeah. So Colby last fought last March against Jorge. Yeah.
And then before that, he hadn't fought for
Lost
a
to
super
Usman.
Usman, yeah. And then before that, he lost to Usman again. So how are you 1-2 in the last 3 years and you're ranked number 2?
I don't know.
That
Actually,
just
well,
doesn't make sense.
He
Favoritism.
did beat Tyrone.
Whoa, my bad.
That was
Yeah,
it.
and then so his last 2 wins are against guys that aren't even in the UFC anymore. Alone fighting, like they don't even fight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
how is that? How's that possible?
I don't know. I like Colby's game because he's got that hard cardio, he's got that gas tank, he wrestles, but his personality just turns me off to his game. I don't want anything to do with you, dude. Like, just go fight, dude. It is, and to a certain point, he's got to play it up, and I agree. You know what I mean? But don't come up with like this garbage that no one's believing, dude.
Yeah.
Fake news, Colby.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Bro, last night's Ultimate Fight Night, I had super low expectations for this card. It wasn't anything too hot, but I did go back and take a peek. Fonzo, Christian, did you guys get to watch this show at all?
I did. It was a good card in my eyes. There's a couple fights that stood out, for me.
Oh, right.
What's up?
No, go for it. What were you just going to say?
What's his name? Brian Battle, dude. That was a good fight.
Oh, yes. It didn't last very long.
It didn't, man. That guy his opponent came out hot, dude. Right off the bat, touched gloves, started coming at him.
Hey, he pushed him up against the cage and was right in his face, man.
Yeah.
So I liked what Dominic Cruz, I'm sorry, my mind just blanked. Dominic Cruz said about that fight. He's like, they both just stepped in that pocket in that phone booth, and it was just whoever got touched first was gonna go down.
That's what it looked like.
And they both knew it, dude. Like they you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Fonzo, any fights stand out in your mind, my dude?
Yeah, man. That the the which one?
D-Rod.
Oh yeah, Ian Gary.
Yeah, that one was good. Yeah. No, the submission, man. Team Means, Alex Morano. That was fucking good.
Oh, that was a banger, huh?
Yeah. Those were pretty. I mean, the card was decent, man. It was a decent card, like you said. Looking at it just at a glance, it wasn't like anything too exciting, but it did have some good fights. I was disappointed to see Anthony Smith, though. I thought he would perform a little bit better. And, he was always one of my favorite fighters to watch.
Lionheart.
Yeah, he's an entertainer. I like him.
He is for sure. So he just got messed up, man. That was hard to watch. That was hard to watch.
I know before the fight, he had said something along the lines of like, I just got to give Johnny enough rope to hang himself because eventually he's going to do something dumb and get caught. And it looked like he was just playing that game, like sticking his chin out, throwing crazy punches, trying to get Johnny to react so that he could counter him. But Johnny was ready, dude. Johnny was ready. He took every single shot and came back even harder, right?
Yeah, he looked really sharp.
Yeah, he had a good game plan.
Yeah, Johnny was ranked number 7. Anthony's ranked number 5, so they'll probably switch spots. So now Johnny Walker, welcome back to the top 5, my dude. What do you guys think is next for him? Did you guys see he got out of the cage and went to go talk to Jamal Hill? Super respectful, like not shit talking, nothing. Just hey, they probably said something along the lines of like, "Hey, it'd be an honor to fight you. Maybe we can fight sometime." But they both were pretty cordial towards each other. So, what do you guys think's next for Johnny Walker?
I think he's going to climb his way up, personally.
I think he might fight? Take one more fight in the top 5, and then based on his performance, he might go straight to a title shot right after. I don't know.
So. I think so too.
I like to see him maybe against Jan or Gidi. But who's fighting next in this one? Who's going to be taking on Jamal Hill soon?
It's supposed to be Yuri versus Jamal in August, but I'm hearing that Yuri might not be ready.
I was going to say because he was injured, right?
Yeah. So that
You guys
might
think
not
about
be a,
what's his name? Matt Brown.
dude.
He's still
Killer.
killing it, huh? 42.
I know. Did
Let's
you
go.
see him drop that dude yesterday?
That
Oh,
was
dude.
crazy.
He put Court McGee out.
He's an OG, man, for sure.
For
in my
reals,
book.
dude. Yeah, I love watching him fight, man.
He's awesome.
Another PhD in violence.
Oh yeah.
That man
That
has.
D-Rod fight was an upset though, because I'm a D-Rod fan.
Yeah.
I really like him, but he came out of nowhere. You know, and then but dude, Gary's a bad dude. He's
Right?
coming up.
Hey, he's supposed to be the next
Conor
new
McGregor,
thing.
huh?
Yeah, maybe, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not Conor on my own thing, but hey, he's impressing the
Got
crap
it.
out of everybody, man. So I'm sure
Got
we'll
it.
be seeing him in these rankings pretty soon.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just had an idea for a matchup in this weight class, but I'm gonna shut my mouth and I'm not gonna tell you because I'm gonna share it in a little bit. I'm gonna share it. All right, main event though, dude. What about this main event, Fonzo? Thoughts?
Dude, this was genius, man. This game plan, just Almeida just fucking it was just nothing short of beautiful. The way he just planned his attack, he just waited, he's just patient with it, and just fucking took the back and just got it done, dude. It was just it was
He didn't
beautiful.
even get hit. No, they said.
No.
Barely. I don't think he did. He didn't look
No.
like it.
It was
That's crazy.
from beginning to end, man. It was beautifully executed all the way around.
Crazy.
It was like a lion tamer taming a lion, dude, because Yarzino's got that instant kill strike. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He can take you out whenever.
He's a big
And
dude.
yeah, he is, dude. And Jelton just took him down. Like, hey, he just maneuvered, got into a position where he could shoot for a takedown or a clinch and get a trip. And he ended up in those dominant positions each and every time. And every time it hit the mat, he got into a dominant position and would just
Oh yeah.
rain down shots, or it was a submission attempt. There was no holding down. There was no blanket game. You know what I mean? If it was stagnant, it was for like a second or two, and then he instantly tried to advance the position, or like I said, rain down some shots.
Like
So
strike,
now-
strike, grapple, strike, strike, grapple.
Yeah, yeah, and just
smart.
like you would imagine a Christian Rodriguez combat jiu-jitsu match would go, like strike, advance, strike, advance, because that's what he kept
And so
doing.
you get a sub, huh?
Yep, and that's what he did. He eventually got that sub, right?
I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yep.
So Yarzino was ranked number 9. Jelton's probably gonna leapfrog all those guys and take number 9. So now he's inside the top 10. Who do you guys think would be? He called out. I think he called out Ty in his post-fight interview. Ty's ranked. Yeah, Ty's at number 6.
Man, dude. I'm gonna have me show you real quick. Hold on. No, I'm saying-
That'd be a good match, dude. Tai Tuivasa. Because he's coming off of a loss, right?
He is.
Yeah.
He's ranked a little bit higher. I think that's a smart pick by Jelton because it's almost the same as this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All Ty's got is hammers, and as long as he can avoid those and get him down, then hey, it's all him.
You don't think Ty's wrestling is a little better?
He might be a little bit better. He might be, but I mean, Jelton just his ground games looks like it's on another level right now.
He could shock the world, though. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you never know, dude. It just takes one.
Something random out of his back pocket, and sometimes
Right?
it works. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, earlier this week, Dana announced the official UFC 290 card for International Fight Week in July. Did you guys hear this announcement?
No. Oh, yes. But you know what? I didn't get to see who was all on the card.
Oh, sweet. All right. So this is an unveiling for you, for
Yeah.
Alfonso, the listeners,
Yeah.
everyone watching right now. Big, cool announcement. This is the prelim card is going to be aired on ABC.
Damn.
So
That's
everyone's
fucking-
going to
that's
get to watch
huge.
it. Yeah, it's big, right? It's going to be a lot of eyes. Yesterday's prelims were on, actually, yesterday's whole card was on, or actually just the main card was on ABC yesterday, right?
It was on. I watched it on ESPN Plus.
I watched
Yeah,
it on
same here.
ESPN Plus too, yeah, but I think he was on
It was on
regular
ABC.
TV.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big, man. I didn't.
Yeah,
know.
that's big. So looks like a second card for ABC this year. Prelims for UFC 290. And here we are. Looks like the opening bout for the prelim is going to be Robbie Lawler, Nico Price.
Hey,
It's going to be
this is gonna
Robbie's
be a
last
banger.
fight
Yeah.
in the UFC, dude. What do you
Damn.
guys think?
It's. I think it's a fitting fight for him. This
Agreed.
is definitely a good fitting fight. I mean, dude, if I I couldn't ask for well, it's a good matchup for him to see him go. I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. It's going
How's
to suck not
Lawler?
to see Robbie
Lawler's
fight
been up
anymore.
there for a while too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's been fighting
No,
since like the late 2000s. No, dude, his first fight was April 7th, 2001.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude.
Yeah, dude, that's 22
20
years
years.
of fighting.
He
Yeah.
used to fight for a Super Brawl, like the old
Oh
league in
my
Hawaii, Super Brawl with the
God.
ring and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, Lawler used to come out there and fight in Hawaii. Like, dude, this is like
Wasn't he
40
like
years ago or
19?
something. When I wasn't even fighting. I think I was just training boxing as a kid or something.
Yeah.
He was in his early 20s, I think, in those
Yeah.
days, probably.
He's an OG
But yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
been up
for
there
sure.
a minute.
So it's gonna be good for him. I kind of wish that it would be on the pay-per-view, just like as a tribute for him. I think he deserves that.
He
Or
really
maybe
does.
or main event of the prelim. But hey, it's on ABC. It's gonna get a lot of eyes. It's gonna be an entertaining fight. I hope for the best. Hopefully, he doesn't come out injured with an injury, but it should be entertaining.
Yasmin, she's from Brandon Moreno's camp, I think, huh?
Oh, no way. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not too
She is,
familiar with
yeah.
either of these two women. So Yasmin
She's out there
Jauregui,
in
Denise
Amsterdam.
Gomez.
That should be a good one.
Yeah.
And then what about this one? Davison Figueiredo, Manel Cape at flyweight. I thought Davison was supposed to be moving up to bantam, but it looks like he's going to stick around. But I'm hearing a lot of rumors. I heard that the doctor is not allowing this fight to go on for some reason, and it's not supposed to happen, but Dana White says it is. And then like 2 days later, someone posted that it's not, but it's still on here. So I don't know. Have you guys heard anything?
I haven't.
No, I have not.
This is my first time seeing the matchup right now.
Okay, yeah. So I guess he was having some medical issues, and the doctor recommended Davison pull out of this fight. I mean, even Davison said he's not going to be fighting this. So we'll see. Like
Last fight was Cejudo, wasn't it? Or no, who was it? It was
Moreno.
Moreno. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
his last fight was against Brandon, and he's supposed to be, leaving the weight class because I guess the weight cut is a little bit too much for him now. But for some reason, he signed up for this fight. So I don't know. I think Christian said something interesting earlier when you said money talks. So
oh, dude,
got a little bit of time between now and then. So we'll see. Let's see. Next two fights on the prelims. Oh, actually, no, that was it for the prelims. Now, main event time. Fonzo's boy.
JDM.
Yeah, your boy's going to be opening up the pay-per-view, I think, dude. Taking
good.
on Sean Brady. So number 9 versus number 13. This is his JDM's first crack at getting into the top 10. Impressions, thoughts about this fight, gentlemen?
I got to do a bit more research on Sean Brady, man. I'm not too familiar with the style, but I can't go against my boy JDM, man. I think he's going to end up cracking it. He's been on a hot streak, and I don't think he's going to slow down.
Oh, that's gonna help if he's got the right momentum for sure. I think Brady's more of a banger. So
yeah, Brady's more of a sprawl and brawl kind of like, he's got stand up, but it's not as technical or as crisp as JDM's, but he's got sick ground game. Sick ground game. So if this goes to the ground, it's gonna put JDM in a spot where he hasn't been. But we'll see where his takedown defense is. If this stays on the feet, it's gonna be big trouble for Sean, for sure. What about this next card? The next fight on this card, Bo Nickel taking on Tresean Gore.
I haven't seen any of these guys fight right here.
Who the fuck is that?
A lot of people are pissed. They're like, dude, why is Robbie on the undercard and Bo Nickel on the main card?
I don't get it.
So it kind of seems like the UFC's pushing Bo. They think he's going to be a future star, maybe potential champion in this weight class.
Yeah, well,
we'll see.
it just. I mean, if he is a fresher fighter, he's it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's a big card, man.
Yeah, it might be too soon, pushing him a little too fast, too soon. I don't think he's going to crumble to the pressure at all because he's used to the spotlight. You know what I mean? He's wrestled his whole life, NCAAs, Olympics, I want to say, or tryouts at least, I don't know much about Tresean. I heard he's got a lot of power, but I'm sure everybody in this weight class carries some type of power.
Dynamite, yeah.
Yeah,
Some
right? Yeah, they're big, man. They're big. They're going to be coming in heavy. So they weigh in at 185. They're easily going to be coming in over
They're
200.
monsters. I would never fight that heavy. I think my first fight was at that weight, dude.
Oh my God, dude, that's
Towered over
crazy.
me like a foot taller than me. He was in the Mexican military. That shit was crazy.
Damn.
Dude, I looked at him like, dude, this kid, he was like 15 years old too, and he was bigger than me.
Oh my God,
Damn.
he might have been a Zeta, dude.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Dude, I ended up losing that fight because in Mexico, I guess, like, you know, like the referees, like, they're not very clean. He kept hitting me with
you
the
don't
low
say.
knee, dude, you know, to the midsection. He got me in the nuts like 3 times. The third one, he dropped me, dude, and just gave me like a.
Well, you should have done the same, fool. You were closer to them. You just
I know, dude. Give him the good old twist.
yeah, there you go.
Grab it and twist it.
All right. Well, moving forward, how about Jalen the Tarantula taking on Dan Hooker? Dude, I almost feel like this is like someone feeding a mouse to a snake because they're like, here you go. This is going to be fun to watch. Everybody, let's go watch the snake feed because Dan Hooker's basically getting fed to Jalen Turner, dude. I don't think Dan's got anything for Jalen, unfortunately, especially with that chin that he's got lately. What do you guys think?
Dude, I think Jalen is crafty. You know, when I was out there at Carlson Gracie in Riverside, he was out there too before I think now he's with Millennia or something. But the few times that I traded with him, he's really crafty. There's a reason they call him the Tarantula. He's got like these long limbs that kind of like, I feel like he was like a tarantula, like just like over me. I couldn't even, I had nothing.
So the name fits.
He's on another level, you know, I feel like with a lot of these guys.
Yeah, and you know what? His stand-up is not that bad either, dude. Like he's like you just said, he's got that reach.
Better too, man.
And he just comes at like weird different angles. And because he's got those long arms, he can stay back and still hit you.
I think he's like one of the tallest. He is the tallest lightweight in the UFC.
I think so, man. It's almost like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour 2. Like, who hit me? Where did that come from?
That's how I felt. Like the 1-2 times I moved around him, like he was hitting me with shots that I didn't even see. You know, and I'm sure he's used to guys like my style too. Just coming right down the pipe. I'm kind of telegraphable at times, but his style is just how he was coming in, man. He was tagging me with shots that I didn't even see.
And I feel like
he's gifted, that kid right there.
And I feel like Dan Hooker, that's what's going to end up happening. He's just going to walk straight into the shots. Yeah.
Jalen's got the right coaches too, man. Coach Ozzy, I know he started training with this new Russian guy, dude. And that he's taking him up there.
That's awesome, man. Behind the scene news that y'all don't get anywhere. Thanks, Christian. That's what's up. I believe. Oh no, this is not even co-main event. So next fight up, Bobby Knuckles Whitaker taking on DDP Dricus Duplessis.
That's gonna be
you guys stoked for this fight or what?
I think that's gonna be fireworks.
Yeah, dude. Like a lot of people are saying this is too soon, too much for DDP. But hey, you talk that talk, you know what I mean? This is like a dog. This is like a dog barking behind the fence at the other dog, and someone just opened the gate, bro. Yup. So it's either time to put up or shut up. But that's gonna be a smoking hot fight, dude. Smoking hot fight. You guys ready? Main event, Fonzo?
Yeah, let's go.
You might already know about this, but Brandon Moreno, Alexander Pantoja, co-main event for the flyweight title, and then the main event, Alexander Volkanovski taking on Yair Rodriguez. Yair trying to do something that nobody's been able to do in the UFC, and that's solve the puzzle, Alexander Volkanovski, and unify the featherweight strap because he's the interim champ right now.
Oh man, I was hoping that it didn't come to this soon, man. I wanted to have Yair defend his interim title, or at least Volk go up in weight class and just
challenge Islam or lead the division, maybe.
Yeah, something. But yeah, this is not good for Yair, man. This is not good for Yair.
He's going down, right?
No, this is his weight class. This is his normal weight class. Yeah. You know what I feel, dude? This is like, I feel like, and it's kind of weird because it's like role reversal where it's like, this is a David versus Goliath match. But Goliath is the size of David.
Right.
And Goliath is David. So like Yair is.
I got Volk, man, all the way.
Dude, But check that. This is what I'm saying. Like in David versus Goliath, David took down the giant with a little slingshot. Yeah.
Right.
Dude, Yair's got weapons to take down this giant, though, I feel.
You think so?
I think he does.
Dude, he's got crazy. His striking game is on another level. Like, it's just so
Better than Volk's?
Everything.
Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe not as crisp, but it's so unorthodox. Like, crazy kicks. He's got that long reach. He's got knees coming from anywhere. You know what I mean? And then if Volk's like, hey, I'm not playing that game, I'm going to take you down. He is dangerous on the ground.
Yeah.
He's got subs and he's got strikes. He stays busy. You know what I mean? Like,
matchup. It really is.
Yeah, it's gonna
It
be
could go any way, I feel like.
it could, dude.
Definitely.
I think like a lot of people are overlooking Yair because they want to see Alex and Volk. And I mean Alex and Volk. They want to see Alex and Islam too, which is good. It's good. I'm one of them. I'm on that boat, but I just feel like this is a big, big hurdle. It's gonna be a fun fight to watch, dude. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right. Anything else you guys want to add to this comment or this conversation before we go to the next one, gents?
I don't know, man. I think you might have convinced me just to put down some cash on Yair because I'm sure he's going to be the underdog here.
I'm gonna have to go look at the stats first if I drop
a Hail Mary like an MFer, but dude, it could totally happen. Let's take it'd be worth looking up right now. What those odds are. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Looks like Volk is a heavy minus 425 favorite.
Yeah.
And Yair is a plus 325, dude.
There you go, man.
That's according to Verdict MMA. So, bro, lay down 100.
Put their money that way.
Yeah, dude, that's how you come up.
Yeah.
It might be worth it.
Lay down a G, get down 3 back.
Oh, I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
I have a bad luck with gambling or betting. Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my mortgage, fool. I'm
So
gonna tell my wife, hey, mortgage payment is going to this fight this month.
My life will be over.
So I got 1 mortgage payment, but what if I turned it into 3 mortgage payments?
There you go.
Frank, why you got a black eye? All right.
Brandon Moreno, Alex Pantoja. That's gonna be a good fight, man.
Yeah, it is, dude, and it's a rematch because right now Brandon's over. He's got a big donut against Alex.
Yeah.
So are you even
seen
though
any of Pantoja's fights? I haven't.
dude, he's got a good chin. He's got some decent stand up, but he's a motherfucker on the ground.
I gotta look him up.
Yeah, dude. So he beat Brandon on the Ultimate Fighter show.
Okay.
I think he subbed him, and then they rematched after the show and they had their first, a real fight. And I think Brandon lost by unanimous decision. It's been a few years since. Brandon's not that same fighter. So it's going to be interesting.
He's grown for sure.
For sure. He's not the same fighter, but Pantoja's going to have that chip on his shoulder where he knows he's like, hey, I got this guy.
He's already beat him. So
yeah, he's already beat him 2 times. So it's almost like Izzy versus Pereira.
Yeah.
That same deal. Yeah.
I feel like once you fight somebody already, like you can go back to your films and kind of like fix your bad habits, That helps a lot, having films like.
Yeah, it's almost like it gives you a head start, I feel.
Absolutely, it does.
Right? Yeah, because that other guy's gotta make that ground to even the score out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas you're already there. Now you just gotta maintain that and add some more tools so that you have a better chance to advance your game. Yeah. All right. Well, gentlemen, last week I challenged the boys to create their own imaginary fantasy fight card for what if there was no rules applied, or I'm sorry, there are rules because it had to be like only within a certain weight class, right? It had to be within the same weight class or 1 weight class away. So you can make super fights, but they could only be 1 weight class away, and no budget. So it didn't matter. You could just load it up with superstars. So I finished my card earlier this week, and I've been dying all week to share with you guys, the listeners, the viewers. Let me know what you guys think about my dream card. And Fonzo's going to be coming up with one later. Cousin Ant's working on his. He's going to be coming up with his later. So we'll break these down. But, gentlemen, feast your eyes on my International Fight Week for 2023. I know in the original challenge, Fonzo, I said just create 5 main card fights for prelim fights. But, dude, once I got going, bro. All right, so here I created early prelims. Now, apologies to the fighters because some of these fights could be main event cards. They should be main event cards, but
you got to put them somewhere.
put feelings aside, bros. This is for the people, for the gente. After the crap that Dana's been pulling on us, pulling Slap Fight League and not giving us BS cards, this is what the people want. This is what the people deserve. What do you guys think about my opener? Early prelim fight, Brandon Allen, Brian Ortega, bro.
Damn.
No, man. I don't know.
Get your popcorn ready for this. This would be a smoke show, dude. 2 studs going at it, and they're gonna fight too. They're gonna fight.
Who was Ortega's last fight?
Man.
Let's see.
He got pretty beat up, I think, huh?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah,
Oh no,
he
remember he got hurt against Yair.
That's right.
That was his last fight. Yeah, his last fight was against Yair. He got hurt. His shoulder popped out or something.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it
that's
only went the one round. And then Brandon Allen just got tuned up by Max not too long ago.
Before
so they're
that,
both.
Dude, both of them got beat up by Max, huh? Pretty bad.
Yes, they did. They did.
That
Brian got
Max,
finished
that's
though.
crazy.
Yeah, Brian got finished. So I think these would be a really good fight, and the winner would move up in the rankings and would put themselves in a position for not an immediate title shot, but on the right track.
All
right.
I like it.
Next early prelim card, gentlemen. I know this is a
sure.
rematch. What?
yeah, I would
Dude,
definitely
dude.
want to see
Big
this.
fan of his, dude.
Chito Vera, Song Yadong, part 2. Dude, they got to run this bad boy back. I know Song Yadong was like, hey, Chito, we can run this back if you want, bro. I'm ready.
Oh, Chico, he's ready for anything, I think.
Dude, what do you think? This would be so
That'd
much
be great, man.
fun. So much fun. Unfortunately, it would only be a 3-round fight, but it would be a hell of a 3-round fight.
Hey, man, but this is the deal, man. A 3-round fight means that they're picking up the pace even
Yeah.
more.
It's
You
true.
know what I mean?
True that. Chito, get to work early, bro.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what he needed this last fight.
Yeah,
but-
maybe get that idea out of his mind that he's got, a long
Yeah.
amount of time, but he
Yeah,
should
he's
be
gotta
doing a
put the
lot of
pressure
work
in.
in a little bit amount of time. Yeah,
Right.
you got to
I
work
wanna
on that.
see Chito take it, man.
Yeah.
Man, this is your early prelim.
Shit, you haven't even got to the main card. I know. All right.
Oh, wow.
Last early prelim card. So this is like where do they show early prelims? Only on ESPN Plus?
I think so.
Yeah, right. Fight Pass. I know this is already on a pay-per-view, but I just want to keep it on. I want to keep it on because this fight is that good. So thank you to UFC for giving us this fight. They're putting it up on the pay-per-view card so we're really gonna get to see this one. On my card, though, it only makes it to the early prelims.
Shit.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
So what, Trick James? Leave me alone, bro. I'm having fun. All right. You gentlemen ready for the prelim portion of
All right,
this?
let's
This
go.
is the ESPN ABC prelim portion of the fight being opened by that dude. These dudes. Rakhmonov, Chimaev, bro.
This would be just a sick ass fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, this in itself would be a headliner pay-per-view.
It could be total pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
No one's beat Chimaev yet, huh? I
No,
think he's still undefeated.
nobody's beat either of these guys, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's beat either of these guys. Shavkat, Kazmat are on a collision course, like 2 meteorites crashing. Chimaev's trying to move divisions, though, so we'll see, But this would be a dream fight for me, dude. I would be I would not sleep the night before for sure.
Where's that guy Rakhmonov from? Is he Russian too?
He is from, let me see.
Shit. Yeah.
They're from the same place. No, just kidding. Rakhmonov. Where are you from?
Uzbekistan.
Kazakh.
Wiki
Oh,
says
Uzbekistan,
Uzbekistan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan.
Okay. That's like Russia, huh? isn't it?
It's
Kinda?
over there somewhere.
Somewhere
I'm sure.
around that side of the world.
I think they,
Eastern Europe.
No.
Yeah, they probably were at a time part of Russia, maybe, but then they got out. I would imagine.
It's gonna be fireworks. For
Yeah.
Sure. Either
All
that
right.
or it's gonna be a boring fight. You never know.
Yeah.
Usually when you get guys that are like so like evenly calibrated, I feel like, and so like tight in other
that's true.
aspects of the game, it's a really close match. So for like the fans, it appears to be a boring fight, but for us, like the fanatics and the fighters, like we know, like
it's
what's
like
really going
chess,
on
bro.
there. It's a chess match. And
Yeah,
Right,
definitely, right.
It is.
But I feel like both of these guys' style and like just their fight IQ, their fight attitude, just would prevent them from making a boring fight. Like I feel like they're just gonna
it's in
like
their nature, huh?
gonna
to
be
just
like
come
King
out
Kong
and-
versus Godzilla, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Start
like
slurping,
yeah, it's like both of these guys got freaking honey badger blood, honey badger hearts, and
Sure.
once
Got the
once
honey
you
badger hat too on right there.
look at them, dude, I'm serious. Like once you turn them on, it's just go. There's no other. It's off.
There's
or on.
no
That's
other
it.
setting.
I
No
like
other city.
Hamzat, man. I like how he comes into his fights, dude.
Yeah.
Ah,
Like a
he's
little
killer.
kid in there just having fun.
Yes, he's having fun out there.
Love it.
All right, guys, ready for the next one?
Let's go.
Ready.
Dude, how about this one? I know
Damn.
Sean right now is supposed to be contending for the strap, but I don't know, man. I'm not too pumped for that fight. Sure, I'm sure it's going to be fun, but this is a style of striker versus striker. And then the winner of this would get a title shot. What do you guys think? Sugar Sean, Corey Sanhagen?
Yeah, that'd be.
I think that'll be a good fight for sure.
That'd be a
Yeah.
tough fight for Sean, dude. That'd be.
They're trying
a
to line up
serious match.
O'Malley with the belt already, huh?
Yeah, he's already.
Yeah.
They already got the face
Seen
off.
that face off, huh? When the guy took his jacket, huh?
Yeah. Marab, dude, I'm a fan. I mean, I really like Marab, but after last week, I'm a fan, bro. I am a Marab fanatic.
That's a beast, huh?
He's
For
cool,
sure.
dude. He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
I think I got Marab on here coming up, gentlemen. Let's see. Is it next? Oh, all right. Here's
Holy shit.
where I want to change it. All right. Here is
Okay.
where I said, you know what? I'm going to save something because you guys know Alex Pereira's leaving the middleweight division and moving up to light heavyweight now, right?
Yeah.
So when I was looking at this, I was like, dude, I want to get this guy on the card because he's dynamite. Alex is fireworks, right?
Yeah.
His fights are always fun to watch, and it would just add another layer to this show. And I was like, who on this roster would allow Alex to fight and
His
show all
fight?
his skills? Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who's not going to be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anti-Alex? And I kind of felt like Alexander Rakic would be, but after last night, I would like to see Alex and Johnny Walker, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That should be
Yeah,
a
I
good
can see
matchup,
that.
too.
Because Alex is not going to be shooting no dusty takedowns.
Nope. He's gonna be
And
banging.
he's just going to
Stand and
come
bang.
in with them hammers, dude. And you know Johnny likes to stand and bang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I kind of want to make a little Yeah, definitely. You know, I want to make a little switcheroo here and replace Alexander Rakic, even though this would be a fun matchup too. But I feel like Johnny Walker and Alex Pereira would be a little bit funner, a little bit more fun to watch.
I agree.
Here we go. I know this is
right there.
There have been talks of this earlier in the week. You know, Henry's calling out Marab. I want to see it. I think this would be a really fun matchup. I don't know if Marab has enough to beat Henry, but he could. I would not count him out, dude. I would not count him out. The shit talking before this would be awesome. The fight would be fantastic. And unfortunately, again, this would be a travesty that it would only be 3 rounds.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be working from start to finish for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, from bell to bell, man. These guys are just gonna be going at it. Henry Cejudo, Merab Dvalishvili.
That's gonna be a good matchup. For sure. Yeah. I think it's gonna be better than the last fight Cejudo had.
I think so, man. I think it would be because it's just wrestler versus wrestler. You know what I mean? They're just gonna stand and bang, dude. You know, like a destruction derby.
Should be a good one.
So that would be my main event for the prelims. Here's my pay-per-view portion, gentlemen. First fight.
Wait.
versus Chandler. Oh, dude, McGregor, like all this
Dude,
shit.
we need
all
to
over the
see this
internet.
fight, man. Where is he?
I know he's over there putting on weight, getting yoked.
Yeah, man. We got Ultimate Fighter starting like in 2 weeks. I haven't heard that he's back in the testing pool. There's no sign of this fight on the horizon. Like I'm looking like on my binoculars. What were we gonna say, Fonz?
I was gonna say, can he even like do coaching if he's not in the testing pool? Can he be like a coach on the Ultimate Fighter?
Well, they've already been filming, so I mean, maybe they got some
I'm
agreement.
sure it's already been filmed, huh?
Yeah, it's been filmed because they're already gonna start airing it. So I don't know if it's done yet.
I hear that they filmed like a year like prior to the actual airing of like
I don't know. I know it's ahead of time, and little by little, like some footage has been leaked because I saw a pic the other day, and there was like a stare down in the cage, and I think Conor does like the claw on Michael Chandler, and he says something.
I think Chandler's gonna take him for sure.
Oh, he's hungry, dude. I like how he's being super chill and like not saying anything.
You
and
know
he's just like
hard for this.
You know it, dude. You know he's gonna be a
motherfucker.
Too. Yes, dude. He might knock Conor's jaw right off.
I want to see it, to be honest. Like I was a Conor fan for a while, but dude, Chandler, his work ethic it's on a whole nother level compared to any athlete I've seen in the UFC. I think.
So, what do you think would be left for Conor once this happens? Like
nothing.
I don't know. He might have to go to bare knuckle.
Barrels of whiskey, huh?
Yeah, at least he's got that. Or no, he don't because he sold it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he sold it.
He sold it, but he made tons of money from it.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, he did.
He's cashing in.
Yeah.
All right, gents.
Cash out.
Ooh, I know Dana already said that we're probably gonna get this fight, but we need this fight for equity, for women, for equality for all. We're throwing in the two baddest ladies in the MMA division. Actually, I don't even care, dude. Their fights are second to none. They have fights that I would be willing to put up against some guy fights. Wei Li Zhang has been in some bangers.
In many cases.
Yan Xiaonan. Dude, if what she did last week is any indication of what lies in her future, sign me up, bro. I want more.
KO, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Against the Brazilian.
Yeah, so this is another one of those fights that looks like it's gonna get made, but I put it on because it's on my wish list, guys.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fireworks, I think.
Definitely.
Going in there.
Yeah. What about this one? I think this is like one of 4 championship fights that I put on my list. So the Wei Li and Yan Xiaonan is one, and here's another one. We need to see this again, dude. Like, I want to see it, but I don't want to see these guys hold up their weight divisions. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if there's some way we could see them fight each other and defend their belts, I'm down for it. Volkanovski, Islam Makhachev, part 2. We need to see it, dude, because the first one was way too close. We got more questions than answers.
Yep. 100%.
So,
I'd
like to see what type of adjustments Islam would make now that he knows Volk is for real and Volk's got some power. You know, he's not going to be able to just walk all over him like he probably thought he would.
Islam too got some power, man.
Yeah, right.
For sure. Both of these guys, man, it's going to be a good matchup.
Yes. All right, co-main. This is my co. And this is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen in August. It looks like it might not. But we're going to get it sometime this year. Yuri Prochaska, Jamal Hill. This would be like Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers, dude, because there's just going to be so much blood.
Who was Yuri's last fight?
Yuri's last fight was against Glover.
Oh, that's right.
He demolished him. Yeah.
He beat the snot out of Glover, got the sub. You know, it was a dirty fight. He got tagged up big time, and then after that is when he jacked up his shoulder.
Yeah,
that's right. He is. He's coming off an injury, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Bad news, man, for Glover.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready for my main event?
Yeah, let's go.
You know we got to end with heavyweights.
John Jones.
And I know UFC is all about John Jones and Stipe right now, but That does nothing for me, dude. That moves my needle of attention. Like, bro, I'm gonna go read a book, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing to Stipe? Yeah, leave him alone, man. This is the fight that we want to see. Sergey Pavlovich, John Jones for the heavyweight strap. I'm super impressed with Pavlovich's power. He can take a shot and he gives it to him, dude. This would be like a puzzle for John to solve.
Damn, he's 18-1.
Yeah, dude. He's the newest kid on the block, man. Making major waves.
You think Pavlovich would stand up against John's wrestling?
We would have to wait and see. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna have to shoot in sometime, and John's gonna have to eat some shots.
I don't think he would shoot in though.
I don't think he would. I think he would try to clinch.
That was what I was saying. I don't think he'll try to clinch, go for a trip, and then work his ground game.
Maybe, dude. But Sergey's Russian, so I'm. Russians got that wrestling blood, dude.
He fought Derek Lewis too, huh?
Yeah, beat the crap out of him.
Oh, man.
Beat the snot out of him, dude.
That'd be a good fight. This is gonna be a good fight,
sure.
though. Yeah, good matchups, Frank.
So hey,
man, I don't know what Uncle Dana's doing. He should definitely hire you for fucking matchmaking.
I know. I was thinking, I'm like, man, they need to give my man a job up there for sure.
Thanks, bros. Great. You are too kind. You are way too kind. But I appreciate it. Appreciate the love. So next week, maybe we can share Fonzo's card or Cousin Ant's card. Yeah. Anybody out there listening or watching and you want to jump in on this mix, hey, DM any one of us your card and we'll share it on here next week, maybe. All right. Gentlemen, that's the last story of the week. I want to let everybody know that very, very soon, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will be changing the name of the show to Chingazos Combat Crew.
I like it.
Still same show, still same content, still same people. You all out there listening and watching have to do absolutely nothing. The only thing that's going to happen is the podcast name is going to change, but everything else is going to stay the same. So stay tuned, keep listening, keep subscribing, stay tuned for the notifications. Follow us on our YouTube page if you can. It's at JJC2C_podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts at JJC2C Podcast until we rebrand into Chingazos Combat Crew. So we got 2 more episodes under JJC2C, including this one. So I want to thank Cristian for joining us, my man. You were one of the first fighters that allowed us to interview you, dude. So special place in my heart. Thank you, dude.
Much love, man. I appreciate you guys more than you guys know.
All right.
Thank you, bro.
And Cristian, man, it was good catching up with you again, and hope to train with you soon again, my brother. I'll be down in the desert in a couple weeks, so I might see you down there. Maybe get a rolling session in. So take care.
I'm here.
And come back on the show when you got your fight announcement, bro.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Trust me, when I got a fight on paper, the world knows because I got to get out there, get them sponsors, get ticket sales, shirt sales, you name it.
Hell yeah. Hey, I'm looking for
more
the
than glad to
one.
help. Hey, like we need the 3.0 version, bro.
We need it.
Yeah. Fonzo, any closing comments, my man, for everybody out there?
Man, I just had a blast talking about these fights, especially your card. And you guys will get to see mine pretty soon. Still working on it. I can't promise it's going to be as good as the card that you put, but I'll make a good effort.
Just do your homework, bro.
I know, right?
It'll fall together.
Well, one last time, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. It's time to go make my mom a michelada, I think, guys. So, everybody out there listening, keep rolling and training. We hope to hear from you soon. Peace.
This is the motivation.